Welcome to the recipe. I am your host, the Red Knight. Yes, that's red like Mario's hat, and that's Knight like Zelda's main man, Link. So it brings me great pleasure to be able to get on here and finally talk about the game that I've been talking about for years before the Switch even came out. I've been saying the Nintendo Switch is going to have a 2D Mario game that's going to be better than the 3D Mario game. Now, I don't know if that's true yet, but when it comes to creativity and wildness, which is what I said is going to be wilder and crazier looking than the 3D Mario, Odyssey was pretty crazy. Odyssey was very much a game where every time I play, I mention how, man, this game is kind of like a 3D Kirby game because you're just capturing everything and you can play as everyone, something Kirby basically does. And in this game, that moment right there, just going into the warp, it reminds me of Kirby doing that and Kirby Return to Dreamland and stuff like that. So Kirby vibes from both, which means crazy because Kirby is some of the craziest 2D games out there and 3D. Obviously, Forgotten Land, incredible. But yeah, it looks like it's finally happened. It looks like it's finally happened. We got that super wild, super crazy 2D Mario game coming. It's coming on, what is it, October 20th. I keep wanting to say it's October 10th for some reason. I just think I want it sooner. It's here. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And before I get into analyzing this some more, I just want to say thank you to everybody who subscribed to the channel. This month there's been a ton of subscribers, and if you watch my live reaction to the Nintendo Direct, which if you haven't, you should, because there's like an hour-long analysis at the end of it where I'm just gushing over this game. So why am I doing it again? Well, because I can't stop thinking about it. It's just constantly in my brain. Listen, I want this game so bad. It's my most wanted game on planet Earth right now being developed. Yes, and that's in a world where I'm dying for Metroid Prime 4. I want this more. I love Mario. Mario is my main man. This is why I always say, my main man, Mario. I love Mario. We got the incredible movie this year, right? Incredible games across this entire, generation. I mean, and across the entire series, basically, from Luigi's Mansion to Mario Kart Deluxe is becoming better and better with every single wave, and it's about to get even better now with Lakitu and Kamek and, oh my God, Peter Piranha. It's just gonna get crazy. We got Elephant Mario, guys. We got Elephant Mario. This shit is crazy. I'm telling you, I am so excited for this game. Like, I think this game is gonna be everything a Mario fan could possibly want. But before I get into all of my excitement, I want to talk about a bit about how the Super Mario community has really disappointed me, man. They've really disappointed me over the last, I want to say 48 hours. Because look, I get it. I'm one of the ones too who was tired of the new series, right? I was like, yeah, I can't wait for something new. And that's why I've been saying it the whole time. But the new series is almost 11 years old. There hasn't been a new game in forever. Literally, there hasn't been a new 2D Mario game in forever, and there hasn't been a new game in the new series in forever. And I don't count, and I never have. Even when I picked up Mario Maker 1, I skipped 2 because I didn't want more of that. I like my Mario games made, baby. Like this. I don't want to make my own Mario game. You know what I'm saying? So I've been waiting for this, and I knew it was coming. I said, listen, 2D Mario got to come back. It ain't going to be an 18-year wait. We were close. It was almost that Super Mario World between, Super Mario World and New Super Mario Bros. That was an 18-year wait. And it was a miserable wait for yours truly. Mario being my favorite video game character IP. Hell, Mario's my favorite entertainment character out of all the IPs on the planet. It's Mario. Mario is the first thing that I truly loved when I was born. Like, so for me, this means the world to me, seeing a brand new 2D Mario game. And not only that, you got all the characters playable. I don't want to say all the characters because I feel bad saying all the characters when we don't got Rosalina here, right? But she could be unlockable. This game is pretty wild. You could throw her in there. Please, Nintendo, do the right thing. But for real, we got Daisy, you know what I'm saying? And we've been waiting for that forever, for Daisy to be in the mainline game. And I think the reason for that is because, well, Daisy's probably going to be in the next movie, which she should be, Luigi needs love too. But anyway, we're about to get Daisy. It'll probably be a different song, but still. Yeah, look, let me just get to the community real quick so I can move on and go back to being hype as ever. This game was revealed, And if you go watch a lot of the reactions, you should watch mine first and then go watch everybody else so you can see the difference, right? And I ain't gonna say mine is better, even though I feel mine was better. But I feel like if this game, especially after seeing the reactions online after the fact, if this game would have been called New Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I think people would have been completely crapping on this game. Completely. It don't matter that it looks incredible, fire, backgrounds look like holy moly. Yeah, I can't believe it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the rolling hills. Look at the can you jump back there? I think you can. But anyway, look, I think people would have been hating on it because the truth is I've seen so many reactions where people are like, like the art style, it's all right, but it's not really taking it, that far. And I'm like, what? And I mean, these are immediate reactions. Like, my immediate reaction was like, oh, look at the shadow on the backdrop that Mario's casting. Oh, look at the animation. Like, trust me, you can go watch. You know what I'm saying? And I was just blown away by everything. Immediately, I knew that this was a jump, right? But I see so many reactions where people are quick to be like hesitant to even give it props until they're like, oh no, this is looking crazy. It's looking different. And then they see the name and then it's like, okay, now I can really get behind it because it doesn't have the word new in front. But if it had the word new in front, wouldn't it be justifiable? It's been 11 years. This would be a new Mario. I didn't want that. I'm just saying. But if it was, would it really be that crazy? Let's think about it real quick. Mario, right? The 2D games of the last, well, not the last few years because there hasn't been any. Let's be real. But the new series, those games had a lot of bops, and people got tired of the bops, even though the music was amazing, incredible. Go listen to that soundtrack and tell me truly that soundtrack is bad just because it got bops. You just hate it. You just hate it because the soundtrack is awesome. The Bowser music in those games is crazy. Hell, the battles in those games are crazy. I love those games, genuinely, right? Now, I also keep in mind, I skipped New Super Mario Brothers 2. When that came out like a few months before New Super Mario Brothers U. So I went from the original New Super Mario Brothers Wii, to New Super Mario Brothers U. That's it. And then they stopped. They were only around for like 7 years. And then they were gone for 11. And now it's back. But this game, if you listen to the music, this game just feels like a new Super Mario Bros. It's like everything that y'all complained about, we remedied, but we kept it all there. Mario can jump and still spin in the air. Mario is more animated, but that's across everything from Luigi's Mansion being the sickest, characterizations of the characters in it. I was like, yo, look at the way they animate. This is a movie. Even just from the beginning, Luigi's Mansion 3, them on the bus and everything. I'm like, this is incredible. Then with Odyssey, obviously Odyssey was before that, but Odyssey, sick with the wedding, everything. Mario being so, like just he emoted a lot more. He had a lot more character. It was like, yeah, Nintendo really took it up, a notch with all the Mario games. Mario Kart, obviously mind-blowing. Still one of the best-looking games on the planet, and so it was only right that 2D Mario was going to get the same kind of love. You got the movie out now. Mario is far more of a character, you know what I'm saying? So it just makes perfect sense. Come on, we got goddamn Koopas on skates. Anyway, like, it made perfect sense that they were going to take it up a whole new notch. But if you acting like this game doesn't have the elements of the new series, well, I mean, listen, whatever you got to say in order to make you happy to go and buy this game day one, because I want you to buy this game. Because like I said in my reaction, I immediately said, man, I hope they're already working on the next one and the next one and the next one. Why? Because I want more. And I know, look, I know once we get to the next game in this same style, people are going to be like, oh, they got to move on to something else. They're going to go right back to the art from the, Super Nintendo, NES days and be like, yeah, they got to make a Mario game. And this art's are the same narrative we've been hearing basically now for 11 years. And I'm glad Nintendo didn't go that route because I honestly think that this 3D, the characters being 3D, like polygons, not just associated. Like, would I like associated Mario? Absolutely. But I would still want it to be something completely different, not that old school art style, because I don't care about nostalgia like that. What I want is new things. New. That's why I don't care for Pikmin 1, Pikmin 2, Pikmin 3. I play those games. I'm looking forward to Pikmin 4. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back and playing those games to get burnt out on Pikmin. Nah, I'm going to wait, get my Pikmin 4, and be happy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need Kremlins and Donkey Kong. No, I can see that Donkey Kong Returns and Tropical Freeze are the best 2D Donkey Kong. No, they're just the best Donkey Kong games on the planet. Tropical Freeze being the greatest 2D game of all time. Still, in my book, right? I didn't need Super Metroid again. I'm happy to have Dread and Emmys to run away from and all that stuff, and not the same thing. Oh, but the music was better in Super Metroid. No, you just want the same music over. The music was cool. It fit what the game was, the atmosphere. Loved it. Loved Dread. So I don't care for nostalgia and all that stuff like that. But anyway, I'm all over the place. I'm just excited to talk about this game. But what I'm not excited about is the fact that all you've seen online is people just bashing the new series. But I'm like, yo, who made the new series sell 20 million? You know, over 10 million. Who went and bought it again on the Switch and made New Super Mario Bros. U sell almost 20 million? You know what I'm saying? Like, this bashing of the new series, I can't get behind. I get being tired of it. Like I said, I was too, and I wanted something new. And we got it. Gorgeous. Mario grinding, yeah. But I'm not going to sit here and in order to express my joy about this game, I'm going to turn around and shit on the new Super Mario Bros. Series. The series that held us down for 7 years when in reality we wasn't getting 2D Metroids. We wasn't getting new ones. We were starved after Fusion and Zero Mission. Waiting for Dread. We had rumors of Dread in 2007 in Metroid Prime 3. And we were starved. Hell, when it came back on the deal, it was a goddamn remake. So I'm still like, we're still starved. We need something new. Because I'm all about that new. And then we finally got Dread, and it was incredible, right? So the narratives I've been seeing online just been wild from everybody, from big, popular YouTubers who I respect tremendously, like Andre Segers, Game Explain. Like, he actually called the new Super Mario Bros. Series, oh, it looks like a Flash game. Like, a Flash game? What Flash games are you playing? Like, listen, I'm excited for this game. Again, we don't got to poo-poo on what came before. Because without the new series, we would have never gotten to this point. And that's just the reality. They had to go through that to get to this. And I don't want to say go through like if it was torture. No, they were great. New Super Mario Bros. U, I feel, is the best 2D Mario game. Yeah, I mean, compared to World, even though I like the sounds and the presentation a lot in World and in 3, more than in New Super Mario Bros. U. New Super Mario Bros. U was still cool. Had a lot of new things, cool boss fights, level design, all of that good stuff. Let's not pretend like y'all wasn't building a ton of new Super Mario Bros. Themed levels in Mario Maker, because the gameplay was just more fine-tuned. It was a lot, cooler. You've seen it a ton. I bet you Nintendo put out a stat of what theme was used the most in Mario Maker to make levels. I bet you it'd still be the new style. You know what I'm saying? And that's because it was so good. And they've continued to build on that, which is great. They got the multiplayer from that in here, which is great. Then you got Elephant Mario. What are they doing? Are there more goddamn animals? I hope so. I want to see Tanuki Mario, but be an actual red panda. Oh, my God. All right. We ain't up to me gushing about the game. I got to relax. But, yeah, so Andre Segers deleted that tweet, which I was like, thank God, because it's like, we don't need that negativity, man. Like, it's so much negativity around 2D games all the time that I'm mad that it's like, yo, we really gonna be shitting on 2D Mario now? What games from 11 years ago just to propel this one? That's weird. Because then y'all gonna do the same thing to this when they like, yeah, we're gonna make a sequel to Wonder, and then we're gonna make another one, and maybe they'll change the style, maybe they won't, and I'm good with it, because Mario going through pipes and catching his hat ain't gonna get old no time soon. So yeah, man, like I've seen people even hating on the logo to the game, like, oh, the Super Mario Bros. In the logo is still the new style. No, it's not the new style. It's literally the Mario logo updated to current times. It's what you see on the goddamn truck on the plumbing company in the Mario movie. It's what you saw in the original Mario game. It's just that one redone. You know what I'm saying? People, they should redo that too. Like, y'all hating so much that y'all hating on the logo? Like, for real? So what we gonna do? We gonna hate on this other logo too? Oh, it's the same font. They should change that now. Metroid. Oh, it's basically the same. It's not a big enough change. Like, this is what we doing now. So it's like seeing people hate on my main man Mario bother me. Look at that logo right there. That logo is beautiful. People are like, oh, that logo looked like it was done in 2 minutes. Sure, because they already had a great logo. Just like Zelda has one. Just like Pikmin, even though they've updated Pikmin one, and in my opinion, it is not better. It is not better. The new update to Pikmin's logo, it's not better than Pikmin 3 with all the flowers. Now only the number has the flower. If I'm not mistaken, that's the way it is now. And then the other letters are basically flat with the P having the flower in it. Like, it's just not better. But the point is, Nintendo games got iconic logos, just like the characters. You don't deviate too far from it. When you see the Donkey Kong logo, you can see that shit in silhouette, and you know, oh shit, it's a new Donkey Kong. Mario, same thing. Metroid, same thing. Earthbound, that shit is. I'm gonna get to Earthbound in a second. But any game, whether you're talking about F-Zero, they have these iconic logos. Like you don't need to touch that. And like I said, I'm not all for the nostalgia stuff, but there's certain things that it's like, yeah, you just know what it is just by looking at the logo. That's an important thing so that people know, like, oh, if you advertise anything, you could just put up the logo and people are like, oh, shit, a new Mario game is coming. How you know that's Mario? Because the font. It don't even need to say Super Mario Brothers. You just know the font and be like, yeah, I know that's Mario. I know that's Zelda. Why? Because I know the font. I've seen that font for damn near 40 years. You know? So that, I was like, come on, now they hating on the logo. Ridiculous. What's the other one? Oh yeah, people are like, oh yeah, I hope these guys aren't in it. And who they talking about? The Koopa Kids. I remember when people were dying for the Koopa Kids to come back, dying for them to come back. And here's the thing: they've been back for a while. They've been in they haven't been in the game now in almost 11 years, unless you count Mario Kart, right? Which is awesome that they're in there. Love that they're in there. Hell, Roy was my main for a long ass time, but then obviously Tanuki Mario always has my heart. But anyway, like. Dude, we were crying about not having these characters. And then they come back, and now people are like, yeah, hopefully they're not in it. Listen, they could be in the game. You know what I'm saying? But look, before I even get to this point, these are the same people who I'm sure were hating on the goddamn, the Brutals in Mario Odyssey. Like, oh, these characters aren't all that, because you heard that a lot. But I'm like, at least they're new, they're different. If they were just the Koopa Kids, y'all would be complaining. And look, the Koopa Kids haven't even been confirmed for this game. But you got people trying to throw shade at them. I'm like, listen, the Koopa Kids are awesome. And all you need to do to continue to make them awesome is have them do what the Brutals did, which the Brutals was a specific kinds of battles, but then they had the crazy battle when they got in the giant machine and you had to go up the whole body and destroy them. Like, all you got to do is put them in cool gimmicks. It's no different from Dr. Robotnik, Eggman, you know what I'm saying? Like, Eggman, you could use him over and over. You just got to make the fight different. It's what they do with Bowser, since he was Koopa. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's all you got to do. Like, you don't have to hate on the characters. Like, if you're going to hate on the Koopa Kids, then complain, oh my God, Mario with his same friends. Why can't Mario make some new friends? Like, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, the nitpicking just to bash what came before. As you can see, I'm not having it. I'm not having it because the new series, bro, it held me down. When we wasn't getting new entries, man, of games like Earthbound, Wave Race, Metroid, you know what I'm saying? We haven't gotten a Prime in how long? You know what I'm saying? 2D one, we went mad long. We was dying like, yo, man, make another one of these, make another one of these. You know what I'm saying? And we still sitting there going in 2 decades with no new F-Zero game, unless you want to count the little mini game in Nintendo Land, which was cool. But still, nothing. Or you could count the stage in Mario Kart, which is chef kiss. But still, nothing. And I mean, I just look and be like, yo, the ungratefulness, bro. At least Mario was holding it down when nobody was willing to do full-blown big $60 releases for 2D games. Yeah, you had Rayman out there, but I always said those Rayman games were mediocre. And then the world proved me right. Rayman dead. He about to come back through Mario now. He gonna come back through Mario in Sparks of Hope. Listen. Those games were alright. They weren't all that. They didn't hold a candle to the new Super Mario Brothers series. And I remember people try to say that just because of their visual style. I'm like, you can have visuals, but that game used to feel floaty as shit. Mechanics was weak, whatever. And I'm not trying to hate on that because, listen, I'm just being genuine how I felt about it. Did I enjoy what I played of it? Yeah. The first one more than the second one. But the second one, the music sections were cool in Legends, right? And I'm excited for what that team is doing next. What they doing next got me super hyped. And that's the Prince of Persia game. It's like we in this 2D renaissance right now. I'm trying to enjoy all of this. Like, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get Sonic because it ain't no online. Man, screw that. If the Sonic game is good, I'm not going to get it immediately because this game is going to come out, I think, like a few days after that game. I think Sonic is coming out on the 17th. This comes out on the 20th. So I'm like, yeah, I'll probably just wait till like Black Friday. And it's not even about getting it on sale because I'm gonna get it digitally on the Series X, you know, that 4K goodness. But it's just about if we could get it on sale, cool. But it's like I'm gonna be playing Mario. I know what I'm gonna be playing. I'm honest with myself, so I'm just not gonna be having game after game after game. Then you sitting there drowning in the backlog. Nah, I like to beat game, get to the next one. So yeah, you know, I say that as I'm like trying still to, you know, finish my Tears of the Kingdom playthrough and then get to Pikmin, then play some Starfield, stop, Mario time, Mario time, Mario time, then get to Sonic, then after Sonic get to that Pandora game, yes, that Avatar, you know, what is it, Frontiers of Pandora, and then after that, right into another 2D goodness with goddamn Prince of Persia in January. Man, I'm living the dream right now. The dream right now. I'm talking Zelda. I'm talking Pikmin. I'm talking Mario. I'm talking Sonic games that look actually incredible. I'm talking goddamn licensed game that's Avatar, something I really love. Like, come on, man. Just game after game after game after game. And then Prince of Persia's back looking absolutely incredible. Getting that love that Metroid Dread got. You know what I'm saying? So I expect that to be great. But yeah, man, the ungratefulness is just crazy. Like, you know how long I've been waiting for another Punch-Out game? But because a ton of people pirated that game more than they actually bought it, we never got another one. Hopefully we can get one. But people been waiting for another Earthbound game forever. You know, so I'm not going to sit there and bash what came before. Like, the new series held us down, bro. It held us down heavily. And people enjoyed it. Hell, I not say people enjoyed it so much because even the people who talking down on it, like, how many videos did we see from Game Explain for Mario Maker? A ton. Like, you love that series. That series brought you joy. Sure, you was tired of it, whatever, but no need to bash. And I get that this game has mad character. I mean, look at Mario jumping with his arms out, looking like goddamn renders that we seen for games throughout the last 40 years. You know, every pose is goddamn incredible. But still, no need to bash what came before, because when a new Super Mario Brothers came out, that shit blew our minds. Like, I was there. I remember us all collectively being like, yo, look at this. This looks awesome. The graphics are awesome, especially on the Wii. You know what I mean? And sure, did they play it safe for every other entry? Yeah. But they also, I mean, like when people say that, like, oh, they played it safe with that, right? And I'm like, yeah, cool. So what was Street Fighter 2, Turbo, this one, that one, this one, two, 1,000 times, re-release, and nobody bats an eye at that. But then Mario does it for a handful of games in the span of 7 years, not fucking 30 years, and it's like the worst thing in the world. It's the, like, come on, man. Like, me personally, I don't want another open air Zelda game that takes place in the same Hyrule. I want them to move on from this. Like, we got a trilogy. We got Breath of the Wild, Age of Calamity, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm good now. Move on to the next thing. I'm not saying move on from open air. Not at all. Would I like a game that's like Wind Waker, that style, regular 3D Zelda? Absolutely. The same way I yearned, even after the amazing Odyssey, the amazing Bowser's Fury, and 3D World, and, you know, 3D, I'm like, yo, I need that new 2D Mario game. I'm dying out here. You know, and it was 11 years. That shit is way too long. So if it means that I gotta wait 11 years for Nintendo to change up the art style, change up the whole thing, no. I'd rather have a bunch of these, you know, for a ton of years, and then move on to the next thing, hopefully in like 3 years, 4 years, and not make us wait a lifetime, basically, you know, chunks of our lifetime to get to the next 2D Mario game. So yeah, a lot of negativity out there, and I say that because it is negativity if you shitting on what came before. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion, it's 100% negativity. Like I don't need to see just people in order to hype this game. Like, I want to see people talk about this game. Like, yo, look, it look like stop motion right there when Mario gets, you know, his power up, whatever. Like, I want to see people talk about, oh shit, look at the piranha plant chasing you. What are those purple coins? Why are there decimals there? What is that goddamn circle A button for? I don't know, but I'm honestly thinking it's tied to that little dude who's actually on the box art. The little green, I don't know, he's like a little green Lakitu looking dude. And I'm thinking it's tied to that character, more than likely. Or it's tied to these different crazy scenarios that you see. Obviously, you see this triggers it. And then you go into this other world. And there's probably a point where you just jump. I think you touch another one, then you come out of it. But maybe the A button is such a big secret that they just completely disabled it. Because it's crazy to me that there's no sign of what that button does at all. Like, and there's so much varied gameplay here, and you see nothing. Like, that's, I don't know. That's weird. It just feels like one of those things like when the last Spider-Man movie was coming out and people saw, you know, the goddamn lizard looking like he was getting kicked in the face, and everybody was like, "Yo, we think there's other Spider-Mans in this scene," and they just removed, the CGI to not spoil it, and that's exactly what it was. I feel like that's what it is with the A button. Like, what could it be? Or maybe, nah, because I mean, you see Mario get the elephant, and you don't even see what actually, you know, like, I don't know, like you don't see it as an item, or it gets stored. It's like, oh yeah, you can get something else. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe when you get one of those animal fruits, let's just call it that, animal fruits, right? If you get another one, but then you see 4 slots there, but you can tell that's for the 4 players. But then here, with like, you see it when it's 4 players sometimes, but then you don't. You see a bunch of circles that are just, like basically translucent there, like, they're not selectable. It's weird. And then right there, that little guy who comes out the house gives you one of those wonder fruits. Like, huh? Did I collect the two, or did I do something in order to trigger at the end getting the second one? So not all of them are you going to find like Kong letters in the world. There's just a lot of weird questions. And you see the A button is there. And obviously Mario ran into that that Goomba, and hit it with his goddamn, elephant tusk. But I'm also still thinking, because there's water right there, like, yeah, you're going to be able to spray water like flood and stuff. I'm telling you right now, if we get another Smash Brothers game next generation, and Mario is still goddamn Mario from Smash 1 just with flood, basically Melee Mario, I'm going to be so mad, because we done went from Cat Mario to goddamn, we had Squirrel Mario, all kinds of Mario. You know what I mean? And nothing. Sakurai's like, now we're going to worry about all the other characters and make them cool. Samus is going to still be stuck in the past, and all the Mario characters still going to be stuck in the past. Like, come on, man. I better see goddamn Elephant Mario transform to an elephant to do a goddamn giant smash attack. Crazy shit. You know what I mean? Crazy. I want refreshes. I already said it. If the main cast of Smash Brothers doesn't get a refresh in the name Smash, I'm not even buying it. It will be the first Smash Brothers I skip, because I'm done with my mains, the main guys, the stars of the goddamn show. The reason why everybody's here being goddamn stuck, relegated to their melee, counterparts. Like, that's some bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Like, oh, you got Dark Samus now, but it's still just Samus. Like, come on. I need Tanuki Mario. Yes, a whole different character. Dr. Mario. Get him the hell out of here. Give me Tanuki Mario. What's Tanuki Mario? I don't know. Every move is a different goddamn costume switch. If Samus could change, goddamn it, Mario could change. Like, have a different. I'm going all over the place. But still, that's the joy that this brings me. I think about even the future of other games, how this can, make those interesting. Like, it's so cool, man. Everything that they're doing with this game. I see vibes of Kirby. I see vibes of Super Mario World in the music. I see vibes of in that dark section. If you look at the way the characters are laid out and the way it goes vertical, it reminds me of Mario 2, OG Doki Doki Panic in Japan. Like, I love all of this. Even when they break the flagpole, I think about when the flagpole goes and runs away from you in 3D World. You know what I'm saying? Then you have to run it down, like chase that shit. Like, awesome, man. Like, everything about this game is just looking impeccable. Chef's kiss. I'm so just, I don't know what enamored by it. Listen, man, I've watched this trailer. You see me watching it right now over and over. I've watched this trailer since it premiered, just over and over and over again, and I don't get tired of it. Like, literally, let's talk about this trailer's pacing. The fact that it starts with the little talkative guys who just talk a ton of crap all throughout, onward and upward. Like, I'm like, is that Keegan Michael Key, yo? Did they bring him from the movies? Because it sounds like it could be. If it is, you heard it here first. Nah, but like the new Mario sounds, people are like, oh, they replaced Charles Martin. I don't think so. I just think it's new recordings that Charles Martin did, and they sound incredible. The older that man get, the better he's just gonna sound as Mario, because Mario is just an old soul, even though Mario is supposedly in his 20s, which he looks it, but he's just an old soul. So I love the pacing of this trailer, because it gives you all this Mario goodness, right? It shows you, look, this is different from the new series. This is an update on that series. It's 2D Mario refreshed, right? It's a Mario game that's gonna fill your mind with wonder, and then it basically goes from showing all this crazy stuff to going, oh no, everybody's still here, and it's like no, literally everybody is here. Sorry, Rosalina. I'm just saying everybody's here. You know, you get Peach, then you get Luigi. Or you might, I think you get Luigi first. I don't know. I think you get Peach, Luigi, Toad, and then you get the reveal of Daisy. Oh no, you get Luigi. See, you get Luigi. Of course, they did it in that order. Then you get Peach, then you get Toad, and then they reveal Daisy right here with the push and the face animation, and her just being a beast. Cause that goddamn character was, I mean, chunky, a big boy. I would think that you would need multiple characters in order to push the goddamn pipe, but Daisy does it by herself. You wanna know why? Cause she's awesome. Cause she's awesome. You got the caps flying and everything, like super cool. Like I was wondering when I first watched the trailer, when you watch my reaction, I'm like, oh, did Peach have an umbrella or what? But she just has a cap, you know what I mean, which is fine. But I could already see people be like, oh, when the game comes out, that was lazy, and I've seen that thrown around a lot. The term lazy, like Nintendo actually gave us, you and me, the tools to make a 2D Mario game, and keep in mind, you didn't have to actually design and create the tools. Those were already made and designed for, and that's the hardest part. Just in case you didn't know, that is the hardest part of game development. It's the things that you're going to interact with, the obstacles, let's just call them, right? And they gave us all those things. And then y'all know how difficult it is to make these levels and make them actually good, make them fun, you know? How many people just went and made those goddamn on rails levels where you just stand on something and then you just see cool shit happen, and it's like, hey, look at this thing I made, which that's all well nice, but that's not actually Mario. You know, that's Mario Maker shit. That's not Mario. In Mario games, even the things that you stand on, whether you're standing on the bag of bones going through lava, you're gonna have to be jumping, platforming on other stuff. Then make sure you on time, because if your bag of bones leaves you, well, Super Mario World style, you're gonna have to jump into the goddamn lava and start at the checkpoint if you even reached one. So you know what it's like to make a Mario level. You know the difficulty that goes into making it great. You know, so people saying like, "Oh yeah, the new series was lazy." Bullshit, bro. Like bullshit. Look. The truth is, I don't need to defend the new Super Mario Brothers series, because every time they drop, they made bank, even on Switch. You understand what I'm saying? So I know Mario fans, the majority, not the ones on the internet, love the new series, love 2D Mario games, find them super fun. And after the Mario movie came out, you saw that game still, you know, putting up numbers on the eShop and everything. So I don't need to sit here and defend its greatness. They are great. They did what they did. And for a whole bunch of gamers, not me, since, you know, nowadays you could just label me an old fart since I started with the original, right? A lot of people, though, grew up on that DS New Super Mario Brothers. Grew up on that, you know, Wii U one, on the 3DS one. Like, that was they look, a lot of people. Hell, people listening to this, and listen, if you are one of these, please comment below and talk about your love for the new series and how it made you a fan. The way I'm a giant fan of Mario. You know, like, a lot of people didn't grow up with Mario 64 or even the Galaxy games. Now they grew up with the 3D world. You know what I'm saying? Odyssey. That was their stuff, and then they probably went back and they found those games. Whether they did it through, you know, the Nintendo Switch Online, whether they did it through actually going back and purchasing the console and you know, going and getting that catalog to have that ownership of them. The point is, they started with the new series, and that made them giant Mario fans, and that's what led to us getting, you know, over 20 million selling goddamn Odyssey, you know. So this is me. Look, I know that I'm just being this is the fanboy in me. It was like, damn, yo, you really hurt by people talking shit about the new series. It's like, yeah, dog, it really, really, really bothered me. It really bothers me, because all these people enjoyed the shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, those games came after a long wait, and we've experienced long waits as Nintendo fans. Like, I am a person who've been for years saying my favorite racing games, because it's been the truth. It always was the truth. My favorite racing game growing up wasn't Mario Kart. I didn't put Mario Kart on the giant pedestal until Mario Kart 7. Did I play all the other ones and enjoy them? Yeah. But Mario Kart 7 once Retro got their hands on it. But no, Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8 made those games the best racing games, out there. Like, crazy fun. But I've always said, and if been listening to me for years, through the Patreon, which if you didn't know, there's a link in the description. You could join and listen to podcasts every single week. The point is, I've always said it that, F-Zero was my jam when it came to racing games. That's my favorite racing game. And today, F-Zero doesn't exist. So my favorite racing game series now is Mario Kart. And it's been years. We're about to go on 10 years of not getting a brand new entry, but at least we're getting new content, and it's such a great game that's awesome. But Mario Kart and the Forza Horizon series, those are my favorite racing games right now on the market. And shout out to the crew, because the crews are mad fun too and great. But yeah, like, we gotta wait a long time to get new entries. Me right now, I'm like, man, when I heard that news that Mercury Steam has moved on and they're making something else, I'm like, man, I hope they got bigger, and I hope that Sakamoto's crew is still working with him and we getting another Metroid game after Dread, because Dread did over 3 million, right? It was incredibly well received, going Game of the Years everywhere. I want more. I want more, like, year one of the next Nintendo console. And people might be like, year one, we should be getting Prime 4 year one. I'm like, God willing, then goddamn it, year two. But it wouldn't be nothing new to get some Metroid in first person and Metroid in 2D at the same time. It happened. There was a golden era. There was a golden era back when the GameCube and the Game Boy Advance was out. And it happened. So it could happen again. Like, I want more of these. Like, yeah, I know they're cooking up a new 3D Mario game. And I know it's going to be goddamn incredible because, well, Odyssey is the best 3D Mario game ever made. Yes, and I love Galaxy 1 and 2, and those were my favorite. But after going back and playing them, can't play 2 in HD, though, Nintendo. But no, after going back, and playing them and then playing Odyssey, I'm like, I just love what Odyssey is. And in 2013, I literally had a video, which you can see on the Patreon still, like, saying, because it was, part of my old channel. Yes, this is not my first channel. But anyway, like, I had a video where I described literally to a T Mario Odyssey, except the capturing stuff, with Cappy. But the game design of it, going into a world and collecting a ton of moons and everything, and then heading out to another one and being able to backtrack, I literally said that's what I want from the next 3D Mario game, and they did it. So yeah, it's literally my favorite because it's literally what I wanted. It was a dream come true. This is another dream come true. All I was saying about 2D Mario, I just want that game to look so crazy where you're looking at it and going, what the hell? Mario is stretching up and down. The background is stretching up and down with him. This is what I wanted. Mario right here rolling around. I don't even know what that is. Is he a spike ball? Is he a specific animal? Who knows? Like, who really knows? But it's awesome. It gives us new gameplay mechanics, new ideas. We get to roll around like Sonic does. You know what I'm saying? Like, awesome. This overworld looks completely incredible. Honestly, I think almost everything they showed, well, this might be the second world because it's a desert, but it feels like almost everything they showed is from the same first overworld. Like, it's so good. It's so good. Like, I just look at this and I'm just like, it's a home run. The underwater sections, you got flying, you got riding Yoshi, but it's like, is Yoshi gonna be like something you can get if you play this in single player out of an egg and then have Yoshi in the game, or is it something where no, you gotta play it in co-op and that's the only way you could ride Yoshi? That would suck, but still, the fact that you could ride Yoshi, and let's say that's a way to make the game more accessible. Like, so if you're the pro Mario player, and let's say you're playing with a younger person or older person who's just not into the series like that, right? You can tell them, all right, you pick Mario, because that's, Mario, you know what I mean? Or if you want to be Peach, pick Peach, you get to float around. Actually, yeah, pick Peach. You can float around and stuff, or Daisy, and I'll pick anybody. But no, honestly, like, pick Peach, right? I guess she's the most accessible character. And then for the really difficult parts, since I'm playing as Yoshi, you could jump on me and I'll, do all the crazy platforming in this section. That's just cool for accessibility, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really cool. Man, I wish this in Sonic was online. I really do, because it would have been great, like, us getting together and, me streaming this and just playing this game together. Man, I wish Nintendo would actually make this game online. See, that's something you could complain about. Don't sit there bashing the new series. You should be saying, damn, the new series didn't have online. And now Nintendo, 11 years later, charges us for online, and they still not going to add online to the game. That's kind of crap, right? That's kind of crappy of them to do. So Mario block popped up right there. Who knows what that's for? Maybe that's for whatever the A button is. It's weird. Like, I'm trying to figure out, what that A button is, but I don't think you'll be able to figure it out until the game actually comes out. What the currency is for, you're not going to be able to figure it out until after the game actually comes out. Like, this is just, like, it leaves you with like, just honestly, all the pun intended, it leaves you wondering, like, what's that? What's that? What's that? And even that level where Mario stretches out, is that you just going into another weird? Because if you look around the screen, there's always like these rainbow colors going around. Like, see, now you get that, and then you come out of it, right? Yeah, you come out of it. So it's like, is that in that ball form? Is that something where you go in and then you transform automatically, or is that, a collectible? Like, it's weird. Like, there's so many things like going on here. Like, so many things. Do we actually ever even see, like, Fire Mario? I love that you're actually, multiple characters running around on the overworld. Yeah, you see Fire Peach right there, right on the foreground. So you're going to have your regular power-ups. We can still get Tanuki Mario. Everyone, do it with me. Pray for the Tanuki God. Pray for the Tanuki God. So you could get those power-ups. Oh, yeah, Fire Mario right there. Watch this trailer 1,000 times. It's just so much going on. But, like, well, the crown is probably who lands first. Mario landed first there, so Mario got the crown. And before we saw Daisy with the crown. And I guess when you're playing multiplayer, who gets the crown is who makes it to the end of the level. So it's kind of also like a race to the end, which is cool. Or it's probably, who hits the top of the damn flagpole, but first, like, that's cool. So yeah, you got these power-ups. So you can see that there's layer upon layer when it comes to gameplay, because obviously you got your regular power-ups, and then you got those power-ups, but then you got crazy, are they level specific power-ups when you're stretching out and you're in that ball form? There's a lot. There's layer upon layer upon layer. I love it. I love that this game fills your mind with so much wonder. That's the reason why they call it Wonder, because it's like, people are going to be wondering what the hell is going on. This is literally Mario. All the jokes about, Mario and mushrooms and him being on a trip. Like, well, yeah, this definitely looks like a trip, a journey where Mario's going to be tripping. You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy. And then the voice acting is really just such a nice touch. Like, so cool. Everything about this is great. Damn, I've been talking about this for 40 minutes. I thought I was only talking about this for like 20. Man, I love everything about it. Everything about it. I can't wait for this game to come out. Cannot wait. Like, there's a lot of good games that I've played this year already. There's a lot of great games I played. Listen, I'm loving right now Tears of the Kingdom. And I 100% expected Tears of the Kingdom to be my game of the year. But I think I said as much. If a 2D Mario gets announced, it ain't going to be an easy ride for Tears of the Kingdom. Even though Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games of all time. And looking at this right now, just because it's so fresh, so new, it's like, yeah, I don't care to pick a game of the year. I got games of the year. I'm enjoying myself. Everything I'm playing feels like a game of the year. This just feels like the year of the game. Screw that. Screw that. It's so good. And it's just going to keep rolling into next year with that Peach game, which, it's like, what's that game going to be like? It looks like it's going to be very much a play on the Mario guys, and gals being a play every single time. That's what Miyamoto said, right? He sees it as every single game. It's like they're all friends, even Bowser. They're all buddies, but they tell this story, and Bowser's always the villain. And it's basically like a play. And obviously you saw the play theme in Super Mario Bros. 3, but then you're seeing it, and in the paper games, it looks like a play with like things falling down, like sets and stuff. But yeah, like, I just think that it's cool that there's a Peach game coming out and it's playing on that play theme. Like, that's really cool. And what's that game going to be about? Is there going to be other characters in it? If you watch that trailer when it ends, actually, you see Peach like glowing white, like she's transforming, and I'm like, what is she transforming into? You know what I'm saying? Like this deity? Is it, dare I say, Rosalina? Like, that'll be crazy. Even though I wouldn't want Peach to be Rosalina. I mean, not that I wouldn't. I'm just saying, like, it'd be crazy if she transforms into something completely different. Here comes, what was her name? Bowsette. They're gonna do it now. Nah, like you never know. It's just cool to have another Mario game like right around the corner. And I know it's not Mario. No, it's Mario. When I play Luigi Mansion, it's still Mario. It's the gang. You know what I'm saying? It's the crew. It's the goddamn team, man. And I'm happy when I see, characters get spin-offs and different genres. So it's like Captain Toad. It's not a Mario. It's a Mario game, bro. To me, it is, and I love him just as much. You know what I mean? Like I love Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I wouldn't mind another one of those games one day because those are in the genre in itself. Like that's completely different from everything else. Just like Luigi's Mansion. So yeah, like Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon is going to be a brand new game to me because I didn't play Luigi's Mansion 2. I've only played 1 and 3, and loved 1 and loved 3. So I'm excited to play 2. A lot. Like this is just gorgeous. The stuff in the foreground, the stuff in the background. See, you found the Wonder Seed, but then at the end of the level, the character also gives you a Wonder Seed. So it's like, did you have to get a certain amount of purple coins, and then it's currency, and then he's like, yeah, you bought that seed from me. Like, you know what I mean? Like that'll be something else, because then it makes collecting. What if when you get hit in this game, you lose those purple coins, almost like Sonic's rings? That would be crazy, right? It's like, damn, Mario and Sonic really just loving the hell out of each other. And why not? They buddies, man. Mario's like I just look at Sonic. Ever since Sonic and Mario been doing stuff together, from Smash games to the Olympic games, like that. He's just like Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Island's over there. Goddamn, Sonic World is over there. Green Hill Zone is over there somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, it's all good, man. They just all friends. They started as rivals, but now they're the best of friends. And I would love to see, Sonic and Mario Kart. I really would. I would really like to see Sonic and Mario Kart. And I think many of you would too. Like, it would be awesome. Not just an amiibo costume. No, Sonic and Mario Kart. But before we do that, can we get Kirby, goddammit? I need Kirby. Look, we got 3 in this last wave. We got one more wave to come. So there'll probably be a group of other characters there. And they might all be Nintendo, regular Nintendo characters. But how cool would it be if it was Kirby, if it was Sonic, and who would be the last one? Man, I'm going to just say Falcon Punch. Captain Falcon, man. We got F-Zero stages. Let's bring Captain Falcon in. Let's just do it, so that we could have our little our little F-Zero within Mario Kart. It's the only way it seems we're going to get one. But nah, man, like, I'm so happy about this game existing, as you can see. I hope you are. And if you watch this to the end, please give this video a like, so that this channel continues to grow and Mario fans find it, because I will be streaming this game a ton. Honestly, I before I even get, because I've been streaming a lot of Mario this year. So if you didn't know, on the channel you can find a bunch of Mario Odyssey gameplay, my Mario movie review, and all of that stuff. But yeah, I intend to, finish my Mario Odyssey. What is that? My 3rd game, like run through of that game. Yeah, the 3rd one. And yeah, like basically on the road to this one. I might even throw in a little bit of new Super Mario Brothers U in there, in the month of October, just to feel the difference. Because it's been a few years since, it been 10 years. I won't say 11 years. It's been 10 years since I've played New Super Mario Brothers U, which is crazy to think, but yeah, I'll probably play some of that and then get to this and feel the freshness, the goodness. Oh, it's going to be so cool. Can't wait for this game, man. Like, my most anticipated game. I'm not even going to say of the year. Just period. My most anticipated game. Period. Like, then after this, it's Prime and 3D Mario and Mario Kart 9. Like, hopefully, well, Mario Kart 10 more than likely. It's what it's going to be, because 9, I would say Tour is 9. And let me tell you, I just saw that update to Tour, and I saw Donkey Kong looking like he a goddamn Spartan, and I'm just like, oh my God, I need some of that in my Mario that I play. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I could play that game, and I've played it, but I don't play it like that. I don't really do too much mobile gaming, and so I'm like, yeah, I want all of that goodness that they throwing in, different, costumes for the characters. Hell yeah. Like, imagine if regular Mario could just be Tanuki Mario, then could be Fire Mario, then could be, let's Elephant Mario. Like, come on, that'll be awesome in Mario Kart. Like, I would love that. Love that, man. Like, there's so much they could do. And I hope that all these cool games that we're seeing these generation leads to a bunch of fun, cool, Just, oh, they brought this from that game, this from that game into Smash Bros, into Mario Kart, into Mario Party, all of that stuff, man. Just I love the fact that we're getting so much Mario goodness, so much new creativity. Whether you're talking Odyssey, Cappy, all of that stuff. Like I look at Mario Hat moving here so much, and I'm like, God damn it, Cappy lives, Cappy lives. Even though I know it's not Cappy in there, there's no eyes, but who knows? Maybe the A button is so that you could capture these guys and you be skating too. That'd be crazy if they brought Cappy into the 2D realm. That'd be crazy. Like, yo, you said it just messing around, and it actually was the reality. Whoa, whoa, sick. Like, it's so sick. This is just fantastic. So yeah, obviously, I talked about my disdain for people, you know, trying to big up this game by trashing the past. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I hope I don't see it too much anymore. And I think it's inevitable that's gonna keep happening. But just know every time you see it, well, Red mad, Red bothered by it, not mad, just bothered by it. Like it's like we don't gotta shit on what came before. Like those games were mad fun and they held us down at a time after years of not getting 2D Mario games. Like so, I'll never hate on those games. Also because I actually genuinely love those games. So. Yeah, I can't wait for this game. I know I said this 1,000 times. I think at this point I'm just recycling now. So I think I'll just wrap this up now. But yeah, let me know in the comments how you're feeling about this game. Are you as hyped as I clearly am about this game? Do you wish that the game actually was online so that we could, play together and things like that? Man, let me know. Let me know what you think. And let me know what animals you would like to see Mario transform into. Because me personally, I would say we've already had Cat Mario, but that was Mario in, a cat suit. This is Mario actually becoming these things. So I'm not going to say Cat Mario, right? And I'm not even going to say Red Panda. I said that already, which I would still love it. But we could potentially still get Tanuki here, so I'm not going to say Red Panda. For animals, man, if they turned them into a rhino, that would be honestly. Wasn't there elephant also in Donkey Kong? And one of the Donkey Kongs you transform into elephant. There was a lot of animals in Donkey Kong, so you might still have Mario like kind of stepping on the toes of what you were in Donkey Kong, which is cool. I don't care, but hell, we could have ape shit Mario and it's a gorilla and he's just going crazy, swinging on vines and all kinds of stuff. That'll be sick. But. Maybe a fish Mario, right? Because you got underwater parts. So what if Mario turned into actual fish? Into one of the actual goddamn octopus dudes from Mario. Like, that'll be really cute. Why not? There's so many plants around here. I'm just like, Piranha Mario. Yeah, Mario turns into a goddamn piranha plant. Like, that would be crazy. I'm already laughing just thinking about the possibilities. That's how you know this game is goddamn gonna be wonderful. Like, there's so much goddamn possibilities of things being mad funny that Mario, could transform into. Man, oh man, so a shark Mario would be cool. What about arachnophobes are gonna be upset about this, but Spider Mario. It could be cute though, where it don't. Hopefully, it doesn't trigger like that arachnophobia for people, like a Spider Mario. And what does he do? He does what Mario usually did, like runs on goddamn fences and hit the fences and go on the other side, but then could also create his own fences. So let's say you're playing multiplayer, your characters could be holding the fences, classic Super Mario World style, but the other players actually creating it. It's not a fence; it's a web. Oh man, that's a cool ass idea. That's a really good idea, actually. I'm over here just designing ideas. Nintendo, give me a call. No, no. But for real, like there's so much possibilities of what they could do. You saw the gold spiky, ball basically that was rolling behind them. I feel like that's the same area where probably Mario becomes that. So it's like Mario could become probably, things that aren't living, like animals, and then also become animals and stuff like that. It's just crazy. This is the crazy Mario game, and I love it. It's what I've been waiting for years. It's for them to go crazy like they do with the 3D games, because the 3D games is like, yo, my mind was blown when I played galaxy and stuff like that, and then having drills and drilling through one side, coming out the other, and the camera completely flipping upside down, or camera not flipping upside down, but you just being upside down in 2D sections. Like the Galaxy games just blew my mind. Then Odyssey was just like, it was out of here. Odyssey was out of here. So this game, it's 2D Mario is literally, and it's not to say that the previous 2D Marios didn't have crazy stuff. They always did. But this is really feeling like the amount of crazy you would get from 3D Mario, which was, it always felt like just that much more than 2D Mario. I love the fact that, my prediction, my dream came true. And 2D Mario actually now is looking like it's going to be even crazier than the last 3D Mario, which was the craziest as crazy as it can be. Like, I wouldn't be surprised they throw in the 2D sprites in this game too. Like Odyssey did. Or maybe they'll be like, there's a section where you jump into one of these and it becomes 3D Mario. Like, what? Remember, this is the first trailer. And if you go back and look at all Mario games trailers, the first trailer is always the tamest. And then the one closer to launch, that's where they give you, oh yeah, but you could do this and you could do that and you could do this and you could do that. That A button might be to turn the game 3D and you don't even know. I'm not saying that's what it's going to be, but it could be, because we don't even know. But that A button, it'll be revealed at a later date, and then there's going to be something mind-blowing. Because I don't know if you notice, it's literally the biggest thing, the biggest slot, whatever you want to call them, the biggest goddamn button there, graphic there. It's that A button. It's goddamn huge. It's crazy. And if you look at the map screen, you can see there's a button to, I guess, jump to other areas. There's one that looks like a photo. It's weird, dude. But on one map screen, you see it. The one with Luigi. But then when you see Toad and Mario running on the other map screen, you don't see it. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just wild. Everything they doing with this game, every frame of this trailer just has you like, yo, what the hell is happening? What is happening here? It's so sick. And then that looked like Bowser Jr.? Or just a little Bowser. I mean, Bowser has turned small before. We've seen it happen in multiple games already. So how is the blue mushroom going to be in this to make people small? That's crazy. But yeah, that little wiggler dude, that's what we just going to call him for now, the little wiggler. Because that's what he looks like, right? It's just a baby wiggler before it turns completely yellow. It looks like a little baby green wiggler. But it might turn into a butterfly. Who knows? Everything is transforming in this game, so that feels like a sidekick. Like the Luma under Mario's hat, like Cappy, again, Mario's hat. Mario hat moves a lot. You see that character pop up on the box art. It's behind Luigi. You see it pop up a lot all over the place. So I'm just wondering, maybe that's the A button thing. And again, they just removed it so that you don't know. It's like they kept that little character secret. It pops up all over the place. And then we all notice it. Hey, who's that? What is that? But then there's no real point to the character. And that's what I'm thinking, you know what? That character is probably tied to the A button that you see there. And I know in my last, analysis video, in my reaction to the Direct, I was going crazy with the A button. It's just when you see a button there and there's nothing there, it's like, yo, what is that? I need to know. But we're not going to find out for a few months. Hopefully it doesn't leak. Hopefully we could be surprised by that and find out in the next trailer. I can't wait for the next trailer. I can't wait for, I didn't even pre-order this game. I saw it go up place. I'm not going to pre-order shit. I'm going to wait till I get closer and then see who's going to have the best pre-order stuff. And then I'm going to pre-order it. Granted, I should probably still pre-order it on at least Amazon, even though I'll probably get it through Walmart, because Walmart now tends to have the cool stuff. I got the cool goddamn wall art for Tears of the Kingdom. Pikmin has the bottle, which is gonna be super cool at Walmart. So I'm like, Mario might have something super cool at Walmart. I saw the Sonic game is actually gonna have a beautiful classic art style reversible cover. I'm like, that's awesome. And it's gonna come with little different costume for Eggman. I don't really call him Eggman. I just call him Eggman because I know a lot of people now are used to him being called Eggman. But he's Dr. Robotnik to me. But they're gonna have a little graphic, you get I don't know, this little poster statue thing that you could get for him. It's cool. So it's good to wait to see who's gonna have what. But with these scalpers, I understand why you would pre-order things immediately, because they be just taking up everything, man. Everything. So yeah, man, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. It looks absolutely wonderful. and I can gush and be happy about this game without shitting on what came before. Maybe I'm the only person doing that, and if I am, that's a damn shame. But I'm doing it because this is the way I genuinely feel, and that's why I decided to talk about this game more and express my disappointment. My disappointment with where you know everyone taking the same. It feels like everybody just parroting the same stuff, and it's like, but y'all all loved it, y'all all bought it. If I look at y'all shelves, y'all gaming shelves like my shelves, I'm gonna see that red box art for New Super Mario Brothers Wii. I'm gonna see that New Super Mario Brothers U box art. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all gonna have Super Mario Brothers 2. Like I got New Super Mario Brothers original, Wii, and U. 3 games in that series. Loved all 3. It was perfect. They were perfectly spread out for me. And then there was a giant gap. You know, so like, man, I'm done. I'm done. Because I'll keep going with that, and I don't want to keep going with that. I'm over it. I don't want to talk about the New Super Mario Brothers in any way other than to talk about it. Like, that's what came before. Cool. That's it. I'm not going to talk about it to shit on it because I haven't. I'm not. And I don't want to hear it, basically. So, yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Until the next one, peace.